One thing about it and two things for sure, I'm going to try a new shape, a new tip, honey. So in this video, we will be doing curved nails. These tips came from Amazon, and I made sure to put them in my storefront under Little Miss Nail Tech, so check that out. I was real hesitant to try the curved nail tips, but another nail tech told me they're actually pretty hard, and they take a lot of practice. As if I wasn't going to be able to do them. But this is actually my first time, and I don't think they were that bad. I don't think I did too bad. I think the secret to these curved nails are the nail tips. Tips do all the work for you. So get you some good nail tips and you'll be good. Okay, so first we did our usual steps. Remove the oil from the nails and everything. Blah, blah, blah. We cut them down because we want more tip than nail. That way we can make sure we really have a curve. And then I just glued the tips on as low as possible. Not on the edge of the nail, but as low as I could, so they could be secure and not falling off. Then we went in and we figured out the length that we wanted to do. I knew homegirl was going to want moon curves underneath, so I made sure to add a little bit more length. And I ain't gonna lie, at this point I was like, honey, these are looking a little confusing. But TTP, baby, we're trusting the process. I added the moon curves, which, it gave a lot of extra flair. I was loving it, honey. I love when the nails look exotic, if you understand what I'm saying. And she loves it even more. She loves a good curve. And this is the first time we did the curved nail tips. Her nails would grow out and they would curve, and she would love that. But this time, doing a whole new set, she was like, I would love the curved tips. So I was like, okay, perfect. Perfect. I have a test subject. So right now I'm blending the nail tips, and then I'm also taking my file on the side a little bit because we do have some wider nail beds over here, and we didn't want the nails to look too fat and too curved and then it looked sloppy. So we just went in and just a little bit. As you see, you can barely even tell I did it, but for the sake of me and her, we went in and we filed the sides of the nail. I did take my file and kind of go underneath the side just to follow that curve and make sure everything was smooth, make sure it had a nice curve, and that's really all I did. I didn't do too much with it. Surprise! Homegirl wanted red bottom nails, so I had to deliver. She booked a plain classic set, and I was like, oh, is that all she's getting? That's not her. We usually do like a jillion designs on each nail, but today my girl was feeling real chill, and I said that's fine. So we did red bottoms with gold on top. It gave old money. Y'all gonna see at the end. That's what it gave to me, classic metallic gold on top, and then red bottoms. Very rich, very elegant, and I almost can't wait till she get a refill. Even if she only gets like white tips, I'll love it. But anyways, so I have a former video on red bottoms, and you have to put white polish over it. And homegirl loves getting that bubblegum pink on top. And I was like, there's no way these red bottoms are not going to show through the bubblegum pink. I don't know what we can do about that. So I had to do a tester nail. That's why her pinky is already done. So I polished the white on top, and then I kind of changed the color. This acrylic color is raspberry cream cheese from Valentino Beauty Pure. Love it. It is so cute. And we fully covered the nails this time, but probably in the future she might do French tips or something like that. And I have a gel polish that's like an intense hot bubblegum pink. So we'll just put that on top to give her the color that she wants. But it didn't really show up much through this acrylic, so that was good. So after I do the white on top of the red, I buff them, just so the acrylic could stick very well. Then I wiped them with alcohol, and then I prepped them with the, that's the Mia Secret Bond. Prepped them twice. Ain't no nails popping off on my watch. Ain't none. Okay, so now we're moving on to applying the actual acrylic. Like I said, this is Valentino. It goes on buttery smooth, so I was really happy to be using this acrylic for my first time doing curved nail tips. And to my surprise, applying to curved nails was just as easy I did a 2 bead method. Well, really, it was like a 3 bead. And I did the third bead because y'all are going to see the cuticle bead was kind of flat. So I guess that's the thing when it comes to curved nails. You have to add more acrylic to the top to really get that curve to stand out. Being that the apex is slightly thicker on acrylic nails. Well, not slightly thicker, but it's more noticeable. Also, if her nails were longer, she didn't want to go any longer than this. But if they were longer, it would definitely be more of a curve. So as they grow out, I'm definitely going to see it's going to be more of a curve. I wonder how many fills we can do before it starts looking crazy. I don't know, but stay tuned. I might give updates on my channel. But you see with this second bead, you can kind of see the curve starting to stand out a little bit more, which is super cute to me. And then I went in with my third bead, and I could have did a smaller bead, but I feel like this did what I needed to do. Looking from the side, you definitely see that apex, and you can see that curve forming. I'm in love. And then look how buttery smooth this acrylic is. Valentino needs to send me like 14 of them right now. I'm in love. I really wish I could show y'all how bad I was rushing doing this set. Like, I wasn't rushing, but I was definitely moving with the quickness, because while on my site, it took me 1 hour and 45 minutes to do this. I mean, now granted, it should take me like 1 hour and 45 to do a classic no design set, but I did red bottoms, which adds on maybe like 10 minutes, you know? And then I had to test out the colors. This was my first time playing with the tips. So I had to make sure I got everything done within the time frame. And I didn't. I did not. I went over 15, 20 minutes. But I think we still did good. And I was nervous that we were going to have to do maybe French tips, because the gold, she said she wanted plain gold nails, which was cool. But the gold that I have is like a liner gold, which super cute. It was supposed to be like a gold chrome, but you can polish the whole nail with it, and that's what I did. Even though it's cute, you have to move fast, or like the chrome polish will start to fade together and look weird. I don't know, but I had to move quickly. But I told her, I said, what if I don't have any gold polish that works? And she was like, well, I'll probably do blue French tips. So then I was preparing myself to have to polish all the nails, that base bubblegum pink, then do blue French tips, which would have ate down. But, you know, I want to give my clients what they want. And thankfully at the end, you guys will see she really liked it. Do y'all see how big these beads are? Like, I was moving. I'm so proud of myself. And the application was actually very good. Thank you, Valentino, once again. Send me acrylics. Thank you right now. Thank you. I think this year I really do want to try to get into sponsorships and brand ambassador programs. But I really got to put myself out there more. I try to post on Instagram, but it's a lot. It's just a lot. Like, what do you guys want from me? I'm trying to grow my Instagram, but at the same time, it just keeps going down. It keeps going up and down, up and down. It's stuck at like the same 10 numbers without fail. So I really don't know much to do. But anyways, so when we're filing the nail, when I'm hand filing, you really don't do too much. I'm just cleaning up the sides if any acrylic spilled over, and making sure both of the sides are straight, like the left side, the right side is straight. Then if you file underneath, you can mess up the curve. So I try my best not to go underneath. I was going to do that with the E-file. So here I am going in with the E-file. This is my favorite part of an acrylic nail set. I don't know. It just brings everything together, y'all. Like, you go in, debulk the nail. And I will say this pinky had less of a curve, being that her pinky nails were very long. Like, I couldn't cut them any shorter because her hyponychium was further out. But the pinky nail was slightly longer, so the tip didn't get to curve as much, but it's fine. As I feel like as we do fills, they'll start to curve a little more. I went underneath it and added more of a curve so we can still have that effect. Then moving on to the ring finger. I don't know. This was so tea to me, y'all. Look how cute. Like, I'm in love. I felt like these curved nails were thicker than most nails. Like I said, because there's a lot of acrylic sitting there packed where the apex is. But I don't like to do thick nails, so of course I was making sure I filed them down so they weren't super thick. And then one habit that I have is I'll go underneath the nail. But I have to remember that when I'm doing red bottoms, I can't do that too much because I will mess up the color. But luckily, the red bottoms that I painted with the white on top was not showing too much. It may have showed a little bit, like in a certain light, but it really don't show. My question for you guys: would you guys get curved nail tips, or is that too much? I'm looking at these, and I'm thinking about my trip in a month, and I'm like, should I do curved nails? I know they have curved press-on nails. Like, not too much of a curve, but just like these where it's like slightly a curve. Should I do that? I'm going to New York. And I was like, should I do short duck nails with a classic French, or a long solid color nails? And if I did a long solid color nails, why not make them curved tips? You know what I'm saying? Why not? So I have to figure that out. The bit that I'm using is the Pano 5-in-1 drill bit. It does a whole lot. It debulks the nail. It can seal the cuticle. It can be used to remove like the polish and everything. You can use it when shortening the nail. So instead of just using your nail tip cutters and it might possibly cause a crack in the nail, you can shorten them with this nail drill bit. Something I really appreciate about this drill bit is I can soak it in acetone because it is like stainless steel. Well, tungsten steel, whatever that is. But you can soak it in the acetone, and then that way you can clean it up, get the dust gone, get the polish off of it or anything that may have stuck to it or got caught into it. And it's basically fresh and good as new. I've had this bit for about, it might be 6 or 7 months. I've had it for a long time, and it helped me speed up my process because I used to seal the cuticle and debulk the nail in 2 different steps, but this helps me put everything together. It also works good when doing refills because it helps you get away that lifting and debulk the nail quicker than you would using anything else. Let's get into the nail shape. Come on. Let's get into this. Honey, you see the curve? You see the curve. I'm killing you, girls. I don't know about y'all, but I'm in love. Like, this is so bourgeois. Something about a new shape is always going to do it for me. If y'all don't like it, I don't care. I like it. Something about a new shape always does it for me. Look at that. Come on, Apex. She said she loved them. I loved them. And I can't even wait for them to grow out and be even longer. I really can't wait till we do a bunch of different designs on them because the content I'm going to get with every refill is going to be so tea. So stay tuned for that, honey. Okay, so like I was saying earlier, what she wanted on top was gold. So I showed her the metallic gold that I had, checked to make sure she liked it. And she said it was real tea. So I was like, okay. And then because I was painting the full nail, I went ahead and switched the tips because the brush that came with the liner gel, it was obviously a liner brush. And I was not about to paint the whole nail like that. So I just went ahead, took an old polish that I had. I think this was like a blooming gel that didn't work very well. And I just used that to dip in. I'm like, girl, you like it? She was like, yep. Yo, I think I like it. And I was like, okay, brr. Period. So we went ahead and we painted the rest. When painting full nails, I'd be so nervous because I want it to look so clean, so perfectly placed on the nail. So I try not to get too close to the cuticles when I first do it. But I'll go back. I started going back with a liner brush. You know how the girls be whenever they're doing like builder gel manicures, or like those girls who do really Russian manicures. That's what it is. The girls who do Russian manicures, when they polish, they go back in with their liner brush and they get to work. So I polished the nail and then I went back and did that. And as y'all can see, well, I don't know if I can see too well, but on the pinky, it kind of looks like the polish is separating. I didn't like that. So what I did, I just went back and did quick strokes to kind of make it all better. So that's what I kind of had to do. That's why I had to move fast. So I went back, I painted all the nails, and then I went back quickly and basically fix the polish from separating, if that makes any sense. Because like I said, this is liner gel, and I guess it's not meant to paint a whole nail, but you're gonna do what I need you to do today, right now, in this day and age. You're gonna do exactly what I asked you to do. Thank you. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when she did say she wanted this metallic gold, I was a little nervous because it gave a little elderly-ish, you know. I don't know. Something about all gold nails, metallic gold nails, worry me. But I don't know. This, I guess I could say this kind of ATM. It did exactly what it needed to do. It gave to me old money. It was giving bourgeois. You know what I'm saying? I loved it. So maybe you should do this. This is me going back in with the liner brush, just making sure everything is as close to the cuticle as possible, because it would be a shame for her to have to come back in 1.5 or 2 weeks instead of 3 or 4, because it looks like her nails already grew out. That would be terrible. So I just went back and polished as close to the cuticle as I could, and it really completed the look. Don't y'all just love like the universal hand means put your hand here? I love it. Give me your hand. I just placed my hand right here, open it up, and boom. There's a hand inside ready to be painted. That's that nail tech sign language. You know, I tap the drill. That means put your hands in here. I put my hand on top of the armrest. That means give me your hand. I don't really have to say too much. Me and my clients, we know each other. I'm using the Koopa top coat. Lately, I've been seeing a lot of videos saying that the formula has changed, which is very disheartening because I really love this one. It stays shiny. But I think it's time for me to try some new products. I think I gotta go my own way. So if you have any recommendations, definitely put them down below. If you made it to this part of the video, you know, people be skipping past. That's fine. That's fine. But all in all, thank you guys for watching. I feel like the nails came out super cute, super bougie. I would do this on myself. Don't be mad at me because I did not get the best pictures or videos because, like I said, homegirl was in a rush. I was in a rush. But I got at least one good video showing the top and the bottom. Period, poo. What do you guys think? Would you do curved nails? Would you? Square curved nails? Let me know. See you guys next time.